G'day, Trent. Are you there? Having a bit of trouble. I could hear you. I'm having a bit of trouble hearing you now.
Mate, how are you, buddy?
What?
Good to see you.
I thought you were... where'd you come from?
Oh, look.
The magic.
I flew down.
Flew down? I thought we were just talking.
Look, it wasn't working. My tech problems or something was going on, so I thought, like, hang on, click my fingers, work some magic. How are you?
I'm bloody well. Welcome.
Thanks, mate.
Welcome to
what a
PUA.
Place. What a place. What a setup.
All the better now that you're here.
I finally made it down. So it's
why are you down?
Mate, there was the Warbirds over Scone.
Of course.
And it was a fantastic time. What an air show, Paul and the team, everybody. And like there was this guy in a yellow aeroplane flying around, and I found out that was you.
That's right. The yellow tiger moth.
Yeah, no, awesome.
It was a great show, wasn't it? I enjoyed the weekend a lot. Yeah, it wasn't the weather.
The weather, look, because I got here Friday and it was still a little bit windy and gusty, but they said it was going to be great. And look, it turned out fantastic. The weather turned on, as you can see. I got my vitamin D for a little while.
I'm a bit raccoon too. I forgot the sunblock.
Yeah, well, Darwin, the UV doesn't punch through as much as it does south of the Darwin line.
The Darwin line.
It's see everywhere else. So, yeah, Tasmania had the same problem. Go to Perth, catch up with family, same thing. So, what do you do?
Well, imagine having you live.
Look, it is
studio,
wonderful
mate.
to be here.
It's very good to have you, mate.
But, I love the show. I came down with my son Flynn and, love my Warbirds, miss all that since, I think I told you, since, flying the Changs and everything in Jandakot, and now just to be around
That's
the
right.
magic
That's
machines.
where we first bumped into each other.
My 1,000-foot waver. And that's it. And EMT stuff.
And neither of us look any different.
No, it's incredible, isn't it? I've got a beard. That's about it.
That's the only difference.
Yeah, and a few grey hairs, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't have much hair to... Anyway... We've both been the same barber, I reckon.
It's all right. It's because we get those headsets. You put the headset on and it takes it off. So everyone wearing headsets, just be careful.
Yeah, there's a warning to you.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
You too could look like us.
Just sue David Clark and Bose or something.
That's right. That's right. Mate, we did the same program both days. So you were there Saturday, but I didn't...
No, I was busy out on the apron capturing some footage and just getting the lay of the land. And then Sunday, pretty much the same thing, but hung out with guys from the Hudson Squadron, with the Air Force there with all their collection between them and Tamora, and caught up with Dan O'Donnell. He was a good mate of mine. We used to fly the Nanshanks together.
I know him well.
Yeah, so that was great. It was a surprise to run into him and Ben Lappin, and obviously caught up with Paul and did some interviews and bits and pieces.
Yeah, look, this was my first dabble back onto the air show scene after a few years break, and I had a great time catching up with people I hadn't seen for a long time. It was really good to be back. It really was.
Yeah.
I really
Isn't that
enjoyed
just
all
the
that.
best experience? And we were talking to various people, and then, of course, we're typical pilots looking up at the sky and sorry mate, I was like, if you weren't looking up I'd be worried. Like, we just love everything we do, don't we? And love appreciating what each other's doing.
Yeah, well, I've got a shout out to Paul and Ross Pay.
100%.
Two good mates. And Ross actually asked me if I'd do the Tiger Moth solo in PCL, which was very significant to me, and also, as he said, to him, because that was his dad's, Cole Pay's first aeroplane, and it's just been restored. And when he asked me whether I'd fly it in the show, I thought, oh, that's very kind of you. And you know what he said? He said, you knew Dad. He said, Dad'd be happy that you're flying the aeroplane. And I went a bit mushy. I thought that was lovely,
Absolute privilege.
So on the Saturday, all went really well.
Yeah, I saw you up
then
with
on
the
Sunday,
Stearman, and beautiful display. She was doing all its thing. And so look, at Sunday, I was standing under the Hudson with the Hudson Squadron guys, and up you went for your first roll. I go, that's normal. The Tiger Moth, so everyone doesn't know, it's gravity-fed tank overhead the the chamber there, and fuel will usually restore, and it didn't start again. I thought, okay,
That's right.
I think the prop stopped a bit far away from
Yeah.
where we were to really tell, but there wasn't much noise.
It didn't go according to plan, Trent.
Mate, so tell us what happened there.
Well, I was going to change the routine a little from the day before. Once I'd found the aeroplane was nicely rigged and aerobated quite well, and I did a couple of stall turns in the Saturday program, or hammerheads as I prefer to call them, because there's no stall and a stall turn, as you know.
That's right.
So I was opening with a hammerhead. My plan was to come in on profile to the crowd, fly the hammerhead with a quarter roll down so that they could see the airplane in plan view against the lovely blue sky. Anyway, I got to about 90 degrees through the yaw, and she just stopped. And I'm looking at the back of a propeller, and I thought, you're kidding me. Now, now, how many thousand people were watching me do that?
I don't know the numbers, but there were thousands. I think it was a record-breaking crowd, so one place to do it, isn't it?
So I ended up performing a magnificent gliding demonstration.
You did. Well, you tried an air start or two, didn't you?
I did try an air start, yeah. I thought
so for everyone that doesn't know, there's no starter motor. So the air is it, because you haven't, Jono can't get up there and give it a swing.
No, he can't. Jono can't be there. Yeah, so we dive vertically and try and get
near
right
V&E
up there.
pull out, and hopefully she
V&E.
turns, but it just wouldn't go.
Wouldn't go, so I had to just proceed.
Knock it off and use the last bit for
Do you
the approach.
Do you remember Sir Donald Bradman, one famous cricket match?
South Australian legend.
He went out, and everyone's going, Don Bradman, and he got out for a duck on the first ball. Exactly how I felt. First manoeuvre, stopped.
Well, it was like your second ball, because you got the first day done. So
The first
second innings, first ball.
Dear. Anyway, so
So what? What do you reckon happened there? And then
we're still looking into it. It could have been an ignition issue, as well as a number of other things. But I was in formation in the holding area with Mike Newby and the steerman, and he told me that he saw puffs of white smoke coming out of my exhaust stacks.
Yeah.
So, and it was a little lumpy on run up, but I thought because we were doing a lot of holding, long periods on the taxiway waiting for programming and things like that, I thought the probes were probably a little bit oily, but I thought, well, they'd clear on climb out. But anyway, we're still waiting to see what it was.
Yeah, okay.
But as I say, I was flying hammerheads, exactly the same manoeuvre the previous day without any problem. So that's why I wanted to proceed. Anyway, wasn't that funny? But I did try, and you very kindly videoed it. I tried to do the Bob Hoover, at least to resurrect a little bit.
You made the taxiway.
In and out of the taxi.
You pulled off beautifully. It was just missing, like I said, someone holding up their hand to park the spinner in.
Well.
So how does a glide on one engine with no spinning propeller?
Yeah, it's a very draggy airplane.
Yeah.
I suppose if you're going to have a forced landing, Tiger Moth's not a bad aeroplane to have it in. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we put all of our usual philosophies and the things we brief the students into practice. I was in a pretty good spot, abeam the threshold. So I just had to, get myself down and in there. But I was really wanting to make that first taxiway to try and resurrect myself a little bit. Because that evening I got a new title. They call me Dead Stick Phil now. Oh, here comes old Dead Stick.
Bomber Dead Stick Spill. No, look, I thought it was great. I mean, we saw what happened, and it's definitely not started, and we all knew it was in good hands, but you got down safe and sound, and that was the most important thing. But I thought, what's happened here? Yeah. But doesn't it just go to show that this is how Murphy works, that we do all this training and we do these procedures because you never know when you're going to need it.
Exactly.
And,
exactly.
It was perfectly... I think it was Phil's cushy landing. I think that's what PCL stands for, was it? That was beautiful. I've just made that up then.
You've made that. He's good.
But no, beautiful landing. And like I said, you made it through, and everyone ran out and gave you gave you a tow down to
that's
get
right.
you out of the way so the show could go on, as they say.
Yeah.
And
But I was disappointed because I missed out on doing my demo.
How much practice and time you put into these
All
things,
that sort of stuff. Anyway, the one on Saturday went well. Otherwise, the show was great.
Look, what a collection.
We nothing but good things.
Yeah. No, I think for the area of Scone and New South Wales and just promotion of aviation and all that, this is what we need to do these things for, is to keep bringing aviation to the people. Like I always say, we're so good at talking to ourselves about aviation and what we do, but we need to talk to the people that don't know and spread the word. And I know Shell Harbour's coming up, and Beverley, I think the 11th of April in WA.
Yes.
And I think it's...
So you're going to Shell Harbour?
No, I'm going to Shell Harbour on Wednesday, but no, I haven't got enough time to come back again, unfortunately, but would love to.
How long are you down this time?
I'm going to be here for a week. So, I'm going to just hang around here in Cessnock with you.
What a great idea. We might see you a little bit.
Yeah, maybe we could do dinner or something, and then I'll see you tomorrow maybe. And
what a great idea.
And then
I should introduce you to some of our local wines.
Let's do that. Right.
Beautiful.
This is the Hunter Valley wine region, is it not?
Yeah, well, I'd be
Wine
very
country.
rude
I've seen
if
the
I
sign.
didn't do that.
Yeah, let's do.
Be very rude not to, Trent.
Let's do that. And I'll go. I think I'm going to go fly in a Beaver tomorrow, and
Good.
then Shell Harbour and check the guys out there, and just have a good time with them, my son.
And what about when you get home? Have you got any projects? Outstanding stuff coming
Nothing
up?
much. We're just doing the C of A on the DC3 there and chipping away at that. That'll be for next year's project. But no, I've got a GA course going and just normal instrument training, instructor training, and wet season's starting to taper off, hopefully. We've had full-on wet season, lots of rain.
I've been watching some of your stuff, has
But
been
a
full.
beautiful scenic way. Even with the storms, it's so scenic and picturesque, even though you do have to deal with it all. But dry season gets a bit boring. It just tends to be blue skies and then smoke when the burn-offs start. But it's a spectacular place.
I like boring blue sky.
It's great for arrows. But no, mate, like it's all that, and just keeping up the good work. Just doing what I think. With this, you said you and Jono just ran into so many people with all the stalling and spinning videos.
It was amazing.
Getting more feedback and it just helps keep motivating us.
Honestly,
on the podcast and everything that
yes,
I'm doing.
exactly,
and
it really makes you enthusiastic. Put your teeth back in. Enthusiastic about pushing on with it, because every few minutes it seemed people would stop us.
Yeah.
And want to say hi.
It takes a while to get to the toilet sometimes, doesn't it?
It was absolutely lovely. I thanked everyone very much for saying hello and watching the movies. We've got quite a few movies out now. In fact, it was very interesting. I met a couple who have friends in GA in the US.
Yep.
And they said to Jono and I that people in the US are what do you say? The people in the USA are just discovering you. I thought, wow.
Yeah.
What does that mean? More rotten tomatoes? No,
look.
we're getting a lot of love in the comments. It's really good. So we've got much more to come.
Have you been in touch with Rich Stoll?
No, but I should.
Yeah, look, the work he's doing there, like he came down with our Create Better Pilots seminar in Caboolture there, and we're having all the same issues, the same misconceptions, which because a lot of the comments you've been getting from international audiences. So it's quite fascinating looking at what's being taught now versus what we used to do, and how some things have been lost along the way, and misconceptions and ideas have been accepted as gospel, and there's still work to do.
That's the stuff that we're dealing with, aren't we? I know that I certainly am. When we first started the videos, we were getting a lot of comments that were very indicative of people misunderstanding all of these simple things. We're getting fewer now. So it seems we get lots of comments, but the comments are much happier with what we're doing, and they're starting to become believers, if you like.
Actually, stop, think about it. Don't be upset or confronted.
Just keep your mind open, and we're trying to make a difference so that they're it's education. That's what we're on about. Trying to.
Well, and like you and I both know, we never stop learning. There's always new things going on. Even
I learned how to be a glider pilot. I learned how to be a glider pilot on Sunday.
That's right. That's right.
Talk about throw you in at the deep end.
It was a motor glider, wasn't it? You got launched up and glided back.
Marvelous gliding demonstrator.
No, that's it. No, it was great, mate. No, it was good to see you back up there on the airshow scene.
Thank you.
I know it's been a while. And
hoping it continues. If I'm a good boy.
Are you going to be at Shell Harbour?
Well, I'm not. I'll be down there. Actually, I'll be down there. This is wonderful. I'll be down there to receive my Coal Pay Award, the Wings Award.
Yes,
that's the main reason I'm going. I'm absolutely honoured and delighted about that.
Yeah, no, that's a fantastic acknowledgement, mate. Well deserved and overdue, I would say.
Oh wow. He's a lovely boy.
With all due respect.
Such a lovely, with the greatest of respect, he's a very lovely boy. He's made more wine. More wine for you. Well, I don't know about the airshow. I'm looking forward to more possible gigs.
Yes. Well, I know, it was I had a quick chat with Paul after his awesome demo in the Wolf Pits there.
Yeah.
He's going to be coming up to Darwin soon for the Super V8s. So everyone in Darwin, keep an eye out for that. Come and see a show.
Absolutely.
And the V8. So I'm going to hope to catch him again then and get him on the podcast very, very shortly and talk about all things air shows and aerobatics.
Be good for that. Well,
his career.
The boys, I was talking to Glenn Graham, he came and picked me up this morning and took me to the airport. They've got something like Perth.
Yep, Beverly, yeah.
Then they're going down to Sale.
Yep.
Then Darwin. Wow.
Yeah.
All points right across here, there and everywhere. They're on the go.
Yeah,
lot
and it's
on.
great because you need that to fund it all and the training and the upkeep and the purchase of the aircraft and everything that goes into it. Otherwise,
let's hope
it's very hard to do it.
Let's hope the fuel issue doesn't become a fuel crisis. And
I might grab a couple of Avgas Jerry's, just stand by just in case for him. Make sure it happens. We'll have to tie the airplane on top of the truck or put it on the trailer and tow it up or something.
We could do that.
There's always a way. There's always a way. Hopefully we won't get to that point. But what's fuel going for here at the moment?
At the moment, it hasn't gone up.
Okay.
It's $2.74.50 a litre.
That's about the same in Darwin. I know there's $3.20 some places, but it's Elko Island or Groot. I think it says nearly $5 a litre at the moment, but it has to take a barge to get there, so it's at least justified.
Yeah, I think we're still running on the tank that was there before. Once it gets replenished, it might be
different story.
Might be a very different story, but anyway.
It's the last thing we need is flight training costing more. But
I know. All will be revealed in the fullness of time, as they say in the classics.
That's it.
Good, mate. Well, why don't we pop down to a nice local restaurant, have dinner, and possibly a glass of Shiraz.
Sounds lovely.
Do you say Shiraz or Shiraz?
I'm not cultured like that, so we'll be Shiraz.
I say Shiraz.
Pinot Noir. That sounds good, mate. It's so good to see you. And,
thanks, Trent.
Yeah, let's go.
Why don't we?
All right, let's go.
Hooroo, Jono.